versus Mewtwo. Uh-oh.
All sorts of Mewtwo's going on in this match here.
Yeah. Well, we actually have two of them, so it's Mewtwo. Oh, and we have Metronome. It's a mix. It's a Metronome battle.
Metronome match. Alright, everyone get in for the Metronome.
It's horrible. We are horrible. Also, happy birthday to Mewtwo, because apparently, according to the lore of Pokémon Red, he was born today.
Alright, it's a happy birthday for Mewtwo.
I actually have the game in my hand right now, Pokémon Stadium 2. Pokémon Stadium 1, actually.
I only had the first Pokemon Stadium, I never had the second one.
It was so expensive back in the day. Oh my. Well, we'll just have... actually, Mewtwo Origins. Is that from the Origins anime?
I believe so. I guess there was like custom music there. Where do you see that?
If you look at the set for the Blue Mewtwo.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess those were like the moves that it used for in the battle against Charizard and Articuno and all that.
Oh! It's a massive spoiler. No!
I'm sorry, it came out like 4 years ago.
Yeah, although I haven't seen it use Double Team though.
It's been a while since I've seen that episode, so I don't actually remember all that much about the Mewtwo fight.
Incoming hype, by the way. Almost exactly 6 days remaining until an anniversary run.
Oh man, I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm totally excited. Seems good. No, the issue is it's on that's on a Sunday.
It's Sunday at 21 UTC.
I wonder.
10 seconds left, although you probably can't bet anymore when you hear me say 10 seconds.
Possibly depends on your depends on the lag you have to the broadcaster. Technically, it is possible. Yes, big boys, it is me.
So the Metronome match will take place here on the Sunset Coliseum.
Well, and it looks like the blue team is going to be setting up with Double Team. I'm not sure what Miracle Eye actually does.
Miracle Eye allows psychic moves to hit dark Pokemon for neutral effectiveness.
And it also causes accuracy checks against the target to ignore changes to the target's evasion stat stages, if it's greater than 1. Greater than 0. It ends when the target switches out.
Well, there you have it.
So basically, Double Team doesn't do anything. It didn't do anything.
And Mewtwo will disable that Double Team now.
Well, to be honest, I think it would have been better to just go for the Psycho Cut from this point. Ice!
Well, the Double Team did pay off there, as Mewtwo will miss with a Psycho Cut, as Mewtwo responds with a Confusion. I need to not say both Mewtwo for both of them.
You have Mewtwo and Mewtwo 2.
Mewtwo 2! Mewtwo squared uses Psycho Cut.
It's a nice amount of damage, but Mega Punch now coming out from the blue team. This actually does not suffer from any type of stab nor resistances, but the damage is relatively low.
Mewtwo 2 goes in again with a Psycho Cut, hitting for not very effective damage.
Immediately another Mega Punch coming out, and, well, so it continues. We'll be heading into the Metronome stage soon.
And there we see a Miracle Eye from Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's identified. It's definitely a Mewtwo. I'm proud of Mewtwo for knowing that Mewtwo is a Mewtwo.
Disable has worn off, so Mewtwo can use Double Team once more, but it may not be doing that at this point in the match.
It's not really effective if not only the Psycho Cut, but also if Miracle Eye will remain in effect until Mewtwo is switched out, which basically means that its evasiveness is 0.
Mewtwo 2 barely holds on, and it goes for a me first, grabbing whatever move the other Mewtwo is using this turn.
Mega Punch, I guess, so that's a lot of damage coming out here from Mewtwo 2. Kapow! Almost down.
Oh, it holds on, and it hits back with its own Mega Punch, and that will knock it out.
And now we head into, well, the more interesting part of the battle. It all comes down to how these Metronomes play out.
The Metronome match continues.
And with about 14 hit points on one of the Mewtwo's, the blue Mewtwo, the Mew Blue, Blue-2.
Mew Blue-2 goes first with a confusion into this Meowth. Or a Froslass, I'm sorry.
It deals massive damage, but now Froslass is going to go for the Metronome. It will turn into... useful. Not very useful at this point.
No.
Maybe it's set up for later.
Could be for later, but Mewtwo is still outspeeding Froslass, so we'll get to hit in again with another confusion.
Yeah, it all depends on whether or not that Mega Punch will actually do anything. And it goes for Cotton Spore, which doesn't do anything.
So it looks like Mewtwo looks to finish off Froslass here with one more attack.
Nope, not going to happen. Mega Punch does not affect Froslass.
Froslass will get the hit in with Wing Attack, and that should be enough to knock out Mewtwo.
It should be, and it is. Okay, so...
I would hope so. It was only at like 15 or 20 HP.
So we finally get ourselves into the actual Metronome part of the battle.
And the part you all have been waiting for, the Metronome.
So now the song that we are playing right now, Battle vs. Mewtwo, isn't really relevant anymore.
Can we change music mid-match?
I don't know, but Rock Tomb can. Well, goodbye, Froslass.
Buried in a Rock Tomb, and Froslass will go down. It's all up to Meowth now.
It's going to be interesting to see what Meowth does here. I would say it most likely will use Metronome, and then we don't know what happens.
Metronome could be anything. There's like 460 some moves it could pick.
But we see so many of the same moves all the time. Like Battle Dance, which actually locks in Dugtrio, but did it actually deal all that much damage to Meowth?
Meowth's turn, and it uses Bug Bite.
That should eat the berry that Dugtrio is holding, so...
Yeah, that'll raise Meowth's special attack.
That's pretty neat. That's actually a good Bug Bite, and if he can now follow up with a good Metronome,
Meowth's looking to get a special attack here, getting that after that boost from Papaya Berry.
And goes for Karate Chop. It's not a special attack, but it deals a significant amount of damage. Oh, crit!
Oh, there's a critical hit, but Dugtrio will hold on, and now it's confused thanks to Petal Dance.
Yeah, and Technician actually from Meowth boosting all those moves. If this is a self-hit, no Metronome time.
Dugtrio goes for a belly drum, but its HP is far too low to be able to use it.
He doesn't have a belly, that's the problem. Can't use it at all. Here we go with an Aura Sphere, which takes out Dugtrio.
Dugtrio is down, so it's going to be Bibarel's turn to try to win it for the blue corner.
Yeah, and fortunately for him, this match is pretty simple. Just sit on A and let's do it.
And with that simple ability, he looks to maybe find a status move boosting its stats even further than they would have otherwise.
Going to be interesting. One Sword Stance puts it at +4, which is incredible. And Smelling Salt coming out. It's actually, I believe that's also a stab and a Technician move, so massive damage.
Bibarel goes down to around half as it uses Metronome of its own, and it gets a Mud Sport.
So that weakens the power of electrical moves, but it doesn't really do anything.
It could. Bibarel is a water type, and so that will help one of its weaknesses.
Yeah, but it all depends on... Oh, Meowth going for the Meditate. Here's the setup.
Meowth is now at +1 in attack and special attack.
And what will his opponent do? He will go for Super Fang, but it misses.
Oh, 10% miss on Super Fang, so Meowth still remains at decent health. Well, I guess half health, it's actually not that decent.
Spore coming out, that should be asleep here.
So Bibarel will doze off.
Bibarel going for the Metronome. Depends on how long the sleep will last, is basically how this battle will end. Unless Meowth, of course, goes for something like Explosion. Fortunately for Bibarel, Metaclaw is not very effective against water.
It's too bad you can't use Metronome while you're asleep and try to get Sleep Talk.
That would be something. I have seen Metronome, though, use Sleep Talk, so here comes the Steel Wing. Again, I don't think Meowth actually understands that Steel isn't really effective against water.
However, the attack boost that it got from the Meditate a few turns ago is helping grind down this Bibarel.
Final move, perhaps? Yeah, Thunder. Okay, it matters, but it's too late. It's super effective.
If that Thunder Punch had come first, the Mud Sport would have mattered, but unfortunately it did not, and Bibarel will go down. The red team will win.
Always bet Cool Cats, never bet Tryhard.
Also, I think that Froslass having a Ghost typing is a little OP in Metronome matches, but nonetheless, red team wins.
Yeah, red team. Congratulations. Alright, that means we're going to be going towards the next one, which is a normal map, so no token matches. But first, we're going to watch the rest of the tower collapse. That's
finishing out that combo.
All we have to do right now is wait.
And the token goes to Quad Zero Map.